Dia punya.
So guys, we are going to start now. So, if you have any quick question, you can raise your hand and I can answer them before we start. Okay, Toby and Gabriel.
How do you log in?
Gabriel?
Got to rename myself as Grace, but I wanted to ask if you are using breakout rooms today.
Yeah, we are going to. Yeah. Okay, Gabriel. Okay, can everyone please rename to yourself? Okay, Gabriel, please.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask the same thing as Grace. I also want to ask if you're still doing, you have to up to your parents to call you to be a leader.
Okay, you don't need to worry. If you already sent that to me before, that should be fine. So yeah, that's okay. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. So for those guys that I've got their names down, so that's fine. So okay, cool. Okay. Please, can you show you put your name, not your parents' name? It's very, very important. So please ensure that you put your real name there so that when I call you, I know I'm calling yourself, basically. And please don't put your video run also, because this is on YouTube, so I'll prefer not to have your video run. Okay, for your safety and security, it is very, very important. Please do not put on your video and ensure that guys are there too. So if you put your video on, I might put you in the waiting room until maybe a few minutes after. So all right, welcome once again to the robotics and artificial intelligence class. So I'm only here to facilitate, as you guys already know. So this is coding for kids by kids. We encourage kids to teach themselves and to learn from each other using the material that we provided, and this has been going for a long time right now. So welcome once again. So we're going to have David and Joshua. So they are going to take the session today. Then after that, we'll break out into rooms. So from there, so we'll be able to kind of, yeah, we'll do that even in the room. Okay, all right, thank you.
Introduction to robotics. So, just in case you don't know what you'll need the Lego education robot. You need the required Lego box, and you need the Lego education Spike Prime map, and an available computer. And for some people who still don't have the link to get to the app or the link to get to the robot, if you want to, we're going to put it in the chat later. And about it, the coding language we'll be using is Blockly and Python. There are different courses that that give you instructions on to build the robot. You have to download the lessons, and for those lessons, you need specific robots. For the next lesson, we'll be building a driving base and the extra parts to add to it. And for this, you have to click on the link that we will soon post on the chat. Then you do the Lego Education Prime and not the Mindstorms, as that's the advanced one. And you should change the computer type if necessary, but for us we just use the Windows 10. And we're doing competition ready this time instead of Invention Squad. And we'll be doing training camp 1, driving around. And this is a preview of what we'll be doing.
So we're going to start the demonstration now, what you need, and also we're going to start how you're going to set it up. So I will share the screen once again.
Okay, so after you've downloaded that, you have to press on units and go to competition ready. And then after that, you have to press training camp 1, driving around. Well, don't press it twice as you'll just have multiple ones. But we modified the code here. That way it'll move in the square. And using that arrows, we could also make a maneuver between a course of bricks.
Okay, to repeat that once again. So basically you've got, if you go to the home anytime, okay, if you scroll down, you will see, okay, sorry, go unit first. Thank you, Joshua. If you click on unit, then if you scroll down, you see competition ready. This is a course by Lego League, actually. So as we go along, we're going to be doing this. So once you click on that, so you have the stats, basically training. So today we're going to do training camp 1, driving around. Okay, so the objective basically is to check that you can drive forward, backward, right and left with your Lego. So let's look at the training. So you can click on the training plan, okay, to see what you're going to learn. So for the, okay, I think I need to share this one.
No, it's already sharing. It says you are screen sharing.
So I need to share the whole screen. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, cool. So for this particular lesson, so you need to basically, you're going to be driving around, like I said. So let me go to the plan for the pupils. Actually, this is for the tutor.
What are we doing?
So I'm just going through what we're going to do today, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going through what we're going to do today. So then we go to the practical. The objective today is to get a robot that will be able to move forward, backward, right, or left, and also to actually have a program to do that, okay? So that is the purpose for today. So your robot should be able to move forward, your robot should move backward. So, but we're going to see a robot that will move in square for today. So that will be the target today. And on the video, as you can see, I've got the maze or the track actually. so that the robot is going to move. But today it's going to be just basically moving forward and back. So there are other things that we will do later. So for next week, we look into playing with objects, and then also we would also look into reacting to lines. This will mean that you need to have your lenses on, basically, so that I can be able to react to lines and follow it, basically of that. Then after that, we'll look into assembling and advanced driving base, basically. So then we follow that. So then after that, we look into your code, actually, basically your program and everything. So then after that, we do an upgrade, and then we are mission ready, basically. So that will be the plan for the next few weeks, to be honest. So, but if you haven't got this particular app downloaded, so in the breakout room, we are going to look into that, okay? So that will be the focus for today. So today is the driving around. Let's get that started. Okay, David and Joshua.
So here, we've modified the code to make it move in a square, and also make the arrow keys, which you can put specific inputs to make it go in a square. So here, to make it go into a square, we did when the program starts, we move up, which is forward, for 40 centimeters, and we have to turn right 180 degrees.
Well, it's actually 90 degrees, but
Yeah,
90
so-
degrees wouldn't work, so we just put 180 degrees, which somehow works.
And we need to wait 1 second. Then 0.1 seconds. Then it'll just go into the next command there, which is the same thing all over and all over again. And the reason we didn't use a loop because there isn't a proper loop in this one.
And also, we put the seconds there for a good reason, because if you didn't put the seconds there...
Sorry, Joshua, before you go. Who is Galaxy 8? Can you put your camera on? I'm going to do that for you right now. Off, sorry, put your camera off. Cameras are not allowed. If you do that again, you're going to be in the waiting room for a few seconds. Okay, cameras are not allowed for safety reasons. Okay, thank you.
As
Joshua.
we're recording this on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Joshua, continue, please.
So you have to put the seconds there, as it's mandatory, or else it'll just go speed run through all the code, and it'll just be completely ignored, and the robot will do nothing. So
Okay, before you do that, before you go into the robot, can you show how the robot was made, if that's okay? So.
obviously, the first step is just putting the battery into the hub, which you just kept the battery in there.
And now we need this purple frame.
And we need to put some black screws, as just 3 black screws on each side. Just make it like a mini triangle if it was connected, if it was all connected together.
And then you need to put 2 motors on each side, and you need to put like 2 black screws in each part of the motor.
These motors will provide moving the wheels so it can move. Then you'll put one of those 2 long yellow screws, and it has a 3 there just to like show you how long it would be.
Then you put the black screws at the back of the motor, the top of the back of the motor.
Then we have the hub, which you'll need for this, and you need to like 2 yellow bands and one of those multi-sided screws.
And you need to attach it onto the hub. Like you need to make 2 of them and attach them to the hub. And then you need to flip the hub over and put 2 screws in the opposite way you put the other 2 screws.
Then you need one of those like purple crosses. Purple square crosses, as my father said. So you have to put them there and put 2 screws, but who's side. Basically, just put 2 screws in every part except for the middle.
And you need to get this like blue holder thing that holds the ball inside, so it can like roll in different directions.
This gives it support when you're rolling, as the ball will also move and it won't just fall over.
Then you need to slot the ball inside, and then you need to get a semi-pole screw beige piece of Lego. Then you need to put it into the front of the holder of the ball.
Then you need one of those like yellow half bands and put them on the beige screw. It's hard to explain what these are, okay?
Then you need to attach everything that you put on before.
Then after that, you'll need one of those long black screws. Wait, no, long black bands. Then you need the beige, like double-sided screw and cross. And it's 15 because that's 15 holes.
Then you need to put those 2 long bits into each side of the hub, and the thing you put in below it, and you need to attach it onto each different side.
Then after that, you need one of those like half bands, and you need to attach. Well, I don't think this is mandatory, so you could skip this step, and I think it's just to stop the wire from going all around the place. Then after that, you attach it to that beige heart, like double. And then you put it in C. You have to put it in C because it will have the correct motor, and you have to change the motors at the start, or else it won't work. Then you need one of those long black ones, basically repeating the same step, putting it on the other side, and then another one. If you run this, I'm pretty sure you can. It's just that, and you have to put it in D. And then after that, you just attach the wheels and those 2. I have no idea how to explain it. Let's just call them white things. So you put those 2 white things on both sides of the wheel. Pardon?
It's this white thing right here.
We don't know what to call it, so we're just going with white thing. Then you need one of those massive motors, and you need to put a red cross in it.
Then you need to put like this like this tire wheel on top of it.
Then you need one of those. You need 2 yellow bands and those multi-sided. Someone else needs here. And whoever is iPhone, please change your name to your correct name, and please stop drawing on the screen. iPhone, please stop drawing on the screen or else we'll put you in the waiting room.
Now we need to put two screws into each one of those things. And we need to attach both of them onto the motor. Then after we attach both of them onto the motor, we need to slot it inside to the almost finished project we did in the last few instructions. Then you need to just attach some wires. So you need to attach the E, which is the new wire you're just putting in. And you need to make sure you also put it inside that yellow slip thing to hold it. Yeah, and there you have it.
All right, thank you so much, guys. I know that was really a lot of things to do. Okay, so I know we got some questions. Yeah, well, that's how to set up the robot, actually. So, if you don't know how to do that, you can watch the video, okay, to set up the robot. So, okay, I know some people are raising their hands. So quickly, I'm going to call you now. Gabriel and Enoch. I've got you. You got any question?
My hand was left up by accident.
Okay, cool. Can you lower it, please? Enoch.
Yes, we don't know the link. Can you post the link?
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, I will do that. So the link.
PowerPoint.
Yeah. So the link to the app is this one. So which I'm gonna send to you. I'll also put it on the YouTube channel as well, so that everyone can see that. So to download, the app, you need to go to that location, this location. So you need to go to this location to download the app. I think someone said is new. So if you're new, that is what you need to do. Okay. So if you click on that link, it takes you here. So in the waiting room, I'm going to have some guys to also explain this once again, because we have some people new. So this is technically the first lesson for the competition actually, because you're going to do the competition track. So the previous one that we did was just kind of trying to get used to setup and also how the application and the robot works. So by this week is the first stage of this robotic class. So we're going to try to repeat it next week as well, so that everyone gets up to speed. So if you need the app and if you have not done that, click on the link. It takes you to this particular place and you can decide which type of device you have. If you have Mac, you select the Mac, it's going to download that for you. If you have Windows, select the Windows or iPad, or if it's Android or Chromebook that you have.
Or you could just go onto the Microsoft store and get it from there.
That's right. So, and I think also if you have your Android device as well, so iPad, you can go to the Play Store and also download it. Basically, it is Lego Educational Spike app.
Since this is just drag and drop, it basically works on an iPad as well.
Exactly. So you don't need a computer. So if you have an iPad or even phones, I think you should be able to do this as well.
I have a question.
So, okay, please. What is your question?
For some reason, my hand won't go up what I need it to be up.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I think that should be Zoom issue. So what's your question, if you want to ask now? Okay, while we are waiting for you. Kamzi, you got your answer?
And for our robotics, when we want to do a lesson, how do we know what to do? Because they don't show anything there of what we need to do. Because I tried looking at it and I don't see anything that they say what we need to do.
Okay, all right, cool. So after the class, we'll come to the class. I'll show you what you need to do. Okay, then after the class or within the class, you will be able to do what you need to do. But like for instance, for today, like the guys have already said, we are going to be doing. You could start. If you have the app, okay, go to home, and that you have a pop-up like this. Okay, click on units. Okay, when you click on units, then scroll down to competition ready. Okay, competition ready. Once you're in the competition ready section, okay, so then we need to do one. Okay, training camp one, driving around. That's what we need to do. So basically what you just need to read is basically read the objective. And if you go to the lesson plan, right? What?
I don't think I saw that.
So if you already got that downloaded, you should be able to see that. So we're going to look at that in the, what's it called, breakout room, okay? Let's quickly finish this, then in the waiting breakout room, we can address that, okay? Okay. Nife, you got your answer up as well.
I forgot to put it down.
Okay, I think there's another Nife as well, not you. There's another one. So that's got answer. Nife, I think that two or two. Okay, cool. All right. So someone asked about the robot. Do you need robots? It would be good if you have the robot, but if you don't have the robot, you don't need to worry. We're going to show you what you need to do, and we're going to show you what the robot should do when you do it properly. So that's what's going to happen. So, and after that, if you don't know what to do, how to set up, so you can watch this video back on YouTube. And this is going to be the this is the code. So if you watch back on the YouTube, you'll be able to set up or compare your code with what we've done. So now I'm going to ask the guys to come and do the demo, okay?
Okay, so we made the code move in a circle by making it move forward and turning 180 degrees, because for some weird reason 90 degrees won't work. So this is what we can do. With a wireless connection, we can press this and it should start executing the code, as you can see in the camera.
It has returned to the position that was
At the start. Actually, almost. I just need to do some things called duplicate and connect it. Well, to change the code, you have to get it and connect it again. Run the code, then the code should be memorized in its memory. So with that, we can just play the code. Wait for it to play a bit, then after that we can stop it. Which for some reason, weird reason, it won't. Oh wait, I think I'll have to put out 1 second.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, so can we have a quick show of hands. If you have the robot, can you raise your hand up? Can everyone lower their hands quickly, please? So can everyone lower their hands, please? Thank you. So if you have the robot, can you raise your hand up? If you have the robot, can you raise your hand up? Okay. If you have the robot,
Have any?
if you have the
Have the
robot,
Lego education robot.
yeah, if you have the Lego educational robot, can you raise your hand? So,
And finally, the robot moves in the square.
okay, cool. All right, brilliant. It's okay, no problem. So, okay, so if you are one of the my leads, actually, so if you're one of the leads, can you raise your hand up so I can break everyone to rooms? Just raise your hand if you are one of the leads.
Okay, can I stand up, please? No!
Can you?
I need to see the blue pennies here. Okay, now.
So what happens here is that basically here it sets a move and it sets to the motors at C and D. That's why it's important to put them in those specific places. And it sets a movement speed to 30, which we can just change and up to whatever percentage we want, but that would just maybe just stop it. And the motor rotation will be to 17.5 centimeters moved. That will move a specific amount. And we can move in a square. It's just moving forward and turning around loads of times. And you have to wait the seconds or else it'll just rush through. And for the left and right buttons, it's just the right button makes it turn around, the left button makes you move forward. So basically, you can use those two buttons to get past any course. And you can just turn as many times as you want with the right button and move as much as you want with the left button. And here, I'm pretty sure it's doing like set the angle to 90 and it starts moving right 45, but then it basically does a 180. That way it will then reverse. I think that's what it means, and it just stops moving.
All right, thank you so much, Joshua, for that. So we're going to start the breaker room. So and quickly, and then we come back for the next 15 minutes. 1 minute.
Please turn off your camera.